Yeah, it's Double H here, Double H with Mr. Mike here for a little bit of a talk smack. So what? It's Man of Steel.
More jobs, better economy.
Is it Man of Steel? It's Man of Steel.
Yeah, Man of Steel, Man of Steel.
The Man of Steel. The Man of Steel.
Can you actually hear me? Is it clear? I said it's clear. How cool.
Well, who knows? Let's hope it is.
Yeah, Franco's very smart, but Franco's is the child that I'm his father. And when it comes to the night of the contest, he comes to me for advices. And it isn't so hard for me to give him the wrong advices. Sorry, I just have to throw that in there.
yeah. Of course, yeah.
Alright, yeah, that's right. Yeah. Anyway, look, yeah, Man of Steel. Please, I think you should probably kick it off. Because look, guys, it's been a long time. You know, the Merc is basically trying to make ends meet, trying to make his daily bread, trying to enlighten young minds and put food on tables and, do what he's got to do. So, I'm still around. I'm still on the top back boards, www.talkbackworld.net, where real fans roam. Bear still begin. Okay.
It's not supposed to be said at the end, Bear will begin.
Yes, I know.
Yes, I'll change it.
I'll say it at the end and I'll say it now. I'll say it when I want to say it. Okay?
Alright.
Thank you.
So we want to kick off about Man of. Well, basically, look, I think in a nutshell, you can't beat Reeve, you can't beat Donna, it can't beat Dawn. Snyder is an extremely bad choice for the role because he doesn't know how to make a damn film, actually a coherent film. But at the end of the day, I call it as it is. I look at those trailers, I look at that cape, I look at that costume, even if it's dark, I look at that costume, I look at some of the visuals, I listen to some bits of the soundtrack, and I'm like, Bryan Singer must. I just think about Bryan Singer to begin with. I think about Bryan Singer, and then think that I am intrigued to see what kinds of concepts Snyder will put across Superman-wise, which we haven't seen done in a Superman film because Bryan Singer decided to basically remake Superman 1. So, for the first time in ever, we're actually going to see a totally new kind of psychology of Superman on the big screen.
Well, Lois and Clark.
On the big screen, as in the cinema, as a feature film.
Look, I'm just going to say my basic thoughts, okay? Obviously, we've seen a lot of these trailers. Like the last time I clocked in here, the last time the Met clocked in on Man of Steel was when we saw the first image. Okay?
The first image.
As far as I'm concerned, things haven't really changed as far as the imagery concerned with the actual logo of Superman. Like I said, that image was very strong. It looked like the comics. It was like the old 50s, old school, bam, 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 bing, bang, boom. Okay, fantastic. We know that. We know it's a strong image. We also know that Snyder is actually very good at making, the imagery is always pretty strong. I mean, look, even Watchmen, when that movie came out, like the imagery and the poster and the trailers, when you watched them, I mean, look, they had strong images. Like we've already said, me, Half Hope, and Phantom of Hope said, Night Owl's costume is better than Dark Knight's Batman.
Yep.
It's better, it's more sophisticated. What did you say?
As I said, yeah, it is.
Yeah, exactly. So we know Snyder, when Snyder wants to do costumes, that wants to do images, we know Snyder is strong. Okay, we know that. So put that aside. Now that we've actually seen trailers, okay, I'm just going to put this out there. First of all, Half Hope has flapped his lips a lot, okay, and I've not said anything. Like Half Hope has been flapping his lips online and on the boards and all over the place about the soundtrack and
Zimmer.
being young and like he's young.
Zimmer, look.
Yes, okay, thank you very much. Now I am going to say what I'm going to say. Basically, look, I've seen the trailers, okay?
There's guitars in the soundtrack. Carry on. What's that? Who said
What
that?
did he say?
What? What did they say?
What
did they say? This guy. Carry on.
Right.
What was it?
You're wasting talkback time by doing these stupid jokes. Anyway, this is the thing, right? Those trailers had a lot of beauty, had a lot of action shots, and had a lot of beauty shots, but there was no way of knowing what kind of Superman movie we're going to actually get. Now, a excited all they want to. First of all, I'm a Reeve guy. 78 is my favorite film of all time.
Oh.
Empire Strikes Back. Okay? You can't touch it, so you put Christopher Reeve in another box. You say, look, Christopher Reeve is not getting touched. Especially after I've seen these trailers, I'm like, look, you might not just retire a particular kind of Superman, because unless you're hiring Jim Caviezel or something like that, you're not going to even come even a third of what Christopher Reeve was able to do. Put that aside. But I'm watching the thing and I'm like, okay, I'm not actually too sure what kind of movie this is going to be. So how am I going to get excited when we know that from trailers, and Dodgy Porgy is actually the best at doing this? Like, you see a trailer and the trailer might not actually show you what you're actually going to see. So I've seen those trailers and I'm like, yeah, these trailers are very strong, especially the last long trailer that we saw with the Zad in the trailer, you know, is actually very strong. And I have already said that Michael Shannon is a special effects. He's like a specialist, like CGI. Like, if you put Michael Shannon in your scene, it's going to make it better, like a special effect. So that in and of itself doesn't really mean anything. So obviously the Zod character is going to be good. His scenes are going to be good because he's a special effect. It's called the Shannon effect. Shannon. Okay? So take that out of the equation as well. Now, you look at everything else and I'm like, hang on a sec. You know, guys are getting excited that Bishop has flapped his lips so much that it's like air conditioner in talkback. That's how much he slaps his lips.
Quite interesting. Okay, so what is your bottom line? What is your bottom line? You've talked about how people have talked.
My bottom line is I'm in cinema at midnight, but it's
okay. So after all that talk, you're in the cinema at midnight opening day. So
bought my ticket, but it was because it's Superman, and you get me when it's Superman, so I'm gonna go. I was there for Superman Returns opening night as well. I'll be there for opening night of this, but I'm just trying to say that the way that guys are talking, I'm like, first of all, this thing is actually very dark, and I've said this already. I like the bright Superman. I like the Superman of hope. I like the Superman of the sunshine. I don't like melancholy Superman, introspective Superman. I don't like that. I don't want a whole movie that's basically like the darkness in the dark part of Superman 3, which was cool for the middle bits of the movie. And it was very interesting because it was Christopher Reeve, but I don't want a whole movie like that for Superman. You've got Batman, X-Men, Wolverine, all these other movies about the darkness. We want look, personally, I just feel Superman doesn't hide. He doesn't ask questions. He just sees everything. Boy Scouts, goody two-shoes, blah, 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 kind of thing. Okay, thank you. That's my what I'm going to say.
Well, I mean, how long do we have? Okay, we have about we have 2 minutes left. Okay, I mean, what can I say, really? I mean, I'm just... There are only 2 films I'm watching this year, really, and that's... Well, 2 and a bit. Pacific Rim, Riddick, and obviously Superman. And the thing is that, look, I haven't actually seen a Snyder film from beginning to end. I actually haven't seen a Snyder film from beginning to end. So, this could potentially be the first Snyder film I'm actually going to see from start to finish. And I just want to see what's in there. Because again, this film could be an absolute disaster zone from Jupiter. You know, because the Watchmen trailer was off the chain. The trailer was amazing. So this guy, he makes good trailers. And even if the trailer looked like...
What trailer was good?
Watchmen and 300.
Oh.
You know? Those were good trailers. So we know that the guy makes very good trailers, but the films don't translate to how good the trailers are. So... but you can't deny that some visuals in some of those trailers look on point. That's what I'm saying. Some of those that's cape. That's what I'm going to say. That cape. That's what I'm going to say. That cape. You know. Basically that's it. It's the cape. That's it. You know. I'm going in for the cape and the soundtrack. Yeah. So last 30 seconds. Any final words? Last 30 seconds.
I like to say is like, look, Talkback lives on. Look, Talkback lives strong. Talkback's never going anywhere. Okay.
Well.
Put that out there. Because guys, I'm trying to say a lot of things.
That's
I'm always in the shadows.
A rather bold term.
Sorry, what?
All right, there you go.
Yeah, that's what I've got to say.
That's look.
What?
Cape, Keanu for Moses.